Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful morning this morning. Looking forward to talking about standing in your truth. Hope you're getting to work safely. Make sure you all go out and vote this morning. Good morning, Chris. Happy to have you on the line with me. So this morning is about standing in your truth. Living in your truth. So remember last week, good morning, Cheryl. Remember last week we talked about responsibilities. Week before then we talked about decision making. So now we're going to put those two things together and we're going to stand in our truth. Because standing in your truth, it's all about, it's a very powerful thing. You know, it deals deep down in your soul. You have to truly know what your truth is for yourself. So I'm hoping that I can get, hey, Kevin, how are you? Good morning. Thanks for joining. So again, we're talking about living in our truth. You know, a lot of us go through life and not really living our truth. We go through life maybe complaining about things, maybe not really dealing with, you know, our issues or really standing up to how we truly feel and how we truly want to live in this world. Basically, how we want to truly give, how we want to receive. So my whole thing is basically, I want to say, first of all, I thank everybody for being a part of my journey because I am living in my truth. I made a decision to stand up and take on the responsibilities for my own life. I made a decision to live my purpose, and this is part of my purpose. My purpose is to most definitely help people, encourage people to truly stand up and live in their truth. Help people to truly help them to solve their deepest issues, their smallest issues. You know, it's all about, you know, solving problems. Good morning, Fisher. How are you? So that's what this is all about. You know, every week we're going to be talking about different things about living in your truth. Standing in your truth. And it's all about conscious awakening. You remember, there's a shift. You have to shift within. When you decide to be conscious, when you decide to open up your life, you have to make the shift, and you can't be afraid to make the shift. You're going to hear some things, you're going to see some things, you're going to feel some things. Good morning, Roxanne. But you have to be, you can't be afraid to go through the shifts. I know there's plenty of things that I have gone through in my life. And I'm not going to say that I wasn't afraid. Yes, I was afraid, but I was determined to stand up. Like today, just being here this morning again. This is my opportunity again to stand up and stand in my truth, you know, to get on here and speak, because those were most of my fears, you know, standing up and speaking what I feel deep inside of me, because I know deep inside of me I have a lot to say. I know that this is truly for my life. Good morning, Jatan. Thanks for joining. So again, people, we're talking about standing in our truth. And I also want to open it up for people who have questions. But remember last week we was talking about, people was talking about things hurt them, or people was talking about, you know, how do they deal with difficult people, you know, when they want to most definitely stand up and touch people's lives. But when they're in difficult situations, how do they deal with that? We have to be truthful to ourselves. We have to, you know, we have to most definitely ask ourselves, what is this about? You know, why am I here? Why am I having this experience? And one person I really want to give thanks to this morning is my mom, because she's really taught me how to forgive. And I think forgiveness is a part of standing in your truth. You know, I had to forgive. I had to make a decision to truly forgive my past experience, and not just forgive myself, but forgive them. You know, and I was able to tell them, good morning, Gail and Tammy, good morning. I was able to tell them that I forgive them and I forgive myself. It was such a relief, you know, and I was able to share that experience with my mother. And she said to me, Kim, that was she feels as that was her deepest blessing, was that the fact that, you know, that while she's been so blessed this long, because she was able to forgive. And I realized, I was like, if my mother is able to forgive my dad, I am able to forgive, you know. So, and I know her experience with my dad, but she embraces him to